sort of a tough time at home thinking about what I was going to do, but got the opportunity to come over here and I jumped at it. My dad's from over here. I think my mum's had a big part in my career as a footballer, and Dad's sort of been on a bit of the back burner, and when he got wind of an opportunity coming over here was not only for me, but it was just good to see Dad get really excited about me playing footy again. And as Rich said, I was getting a bit over it at Poore last year and the year before, because I was in a team that we just couldn't win games, and I know what it feels like to come last, and I know what it feels like to come first, and I know which one I prefer to be. And I'm excited to be here, and obviously the weather had a lot to do with my decision, and that's why I come here. I want to be Carl. Yeah, I came here back in, when was it? About 10 years ago for a schoolboys tour, but I don't remember it being that cold, because I think I was, when you're sort of 17 years old, you don't really care about that sort of stuff, but I knew it was going to be cold. Yeah. You know, you kid yourself if you come over here and you think you're going to be warm, but that's the least of my problems. Like, it doesn't really bother me. I came here because I want to play for the club. I want a different experience, and I want some more responsibility in what I can do, and I feel like I can help improve the team, and hopefully I can get some good traits to roll from the boys.
Yeah, with the risk of embarrassing Rich, was he a big part in you coming over here?
He was the reason I came over here. And it's the same thing. The first day, he embarrassed the coach, but no, I loved his enthusiasm with the way he spoke about his players and how he's dealt with players, and I think we miss a bit of that back home. It is sport's a ruthless career to be in, and to have a coach that puts his head out for his boys, I think that we all appreciate that.
I know team spirit obviously plays a big part in our sport, but especially here at Wakefield, kind of built something on team spirit, especially last year.
Well, yeah, exactly. You build team spirit off winning games. So if you don't win games, there's no team spirit there. So you have to put yourself in a position to win games, and I think if we do the hard work, we'll win a lot more.
I'm sure you've come over here to do well. I suppose the aims and targets will be kept in house, I guess, but come over here to do well and get in the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I've got some personal things I want to achieve, and I achieved all the stuff I want to do at home, and now I've got some personal goals I want to achieve over here, so I'm looking forward to it.
27, I guess it's kind of coming into your peak years, I suppose, coming over here and giving hopefully your best years to Wakefield. Well,
and that was the thing, I got asked that quite a bit in Australia, why did I leave so early, but again, I needed a change. A change is as good as a holiday, and I feel I had the best year of my career last year, and we ran last, and I played better last year than I was playing State of Origin in 09, so I feel like I can get better. I feel like I can offer the team a lot, and I'm just looking forward to rip into my training and get prepared for the first game.
Yeah. Do you know much about Wakefield as a club and any of the players that are here at the moment?
I didn't before I signed, and then I sort of jumped on the net and sort of looked at the home sites and sort of looked at some maps around Wakefield, but if you asked me how to get home, I couldn't tell you.
Coming to Wakefield this year, and it is quite a tight-knit group of players there. Do you think that's going to make it quite easy for you to settle in, that there is only sort of one new face to integrate as a squad?
It really depends on how they take my sense of humour. As an Australian, we've got a very dry sense of humour, so I had to repeat a couple of jokes so they heard it properly. So the first joke I cracked, they looked at me weird, so I thought, oh, yeah. But I'm sure it'll be all right. I've played in some very good teams with some arrogant people, and I've played in some very bad teams with some great people, and I think this team could be a great team as well, as have a great bunch of blokes, and every bloke today came up to me and said, how are you going? And I really appreciate that, and it's really nice, and it shows a lot of the blokes' personalities to step out of their comfort zone and say hello to a new person.
And I think you're a bit of a sort of marquee signing as well for the club. I mean, do you think that puts a little bit of pressure on you? People are sort of looking at you as a key player.
Yeah, to be brutally honest, 3 years ago it would have bothered me. At the moment, no, it doesn't at all, because I know what Richie expects of me. I know what I expect from myself, so there's no pressure on me at all. I know how to do my job, and I've done it for 10 years now, so there's no pressure. I just got to learn the plays without stuffing them up, so that should be right.
Yeah, how did the first session go this morning?
Yeah, it was good. Felt like I slipped in pretty well. There's new calls I have to learn, but the basic structure of rugby league makes that good. I've done it for long enough now to understand, where I stand in the park, but it'll get easy with every session. But no, it was actually nice to run on a soft ground. Not used to that back home.
How knowledgeable are you about Super League? Are you a fan?
Not very. We don't see many games at home. We maybe get one a week, and it's at 2 o'clock in the morning, so you don't see much. But I spoke to Mick Potter, who was the coach of Bradford for the last couple of years. He lives down the road from me, and he basically said it's basically on par with the NRL. So that makes me feel a lot more comfortable. And obviously, there's different styles of play, and there's different things. But I'm sure after a couple of games, I'll pick it up.
So did you consult any other players over here? Got any mates who?
I know Luke O'Donnell pretty well, but I didn't have his number to ring him. But I basically just jumped in the deep end and made a decision in my head and just thought I'm going to go for it. And I felt really comfortable, and I think for the first time in my career I've signed a few contracts through my 10 years, and this was the most comfortable signing I've ever had. And it just feels like the right decision. I got here, I wasn't nervous at all, and got on the field, and it was just good to run around with the boys, so it's always positive because I'm a nervous person.
So you come on your own, or have you got family?
No, I've got my wife with me, and yeah, she's had the experience of England. She lived in England for 2 years. She was working over for 2 years, so at least she sort of knows the weather and knows how to deal with public transport and that. So it's always good to have someone that knows a bit.
So what was she doing?
I think she was just doing some work and a bit of holidays and travel and stuff. And
was she in London?
Yeah, she was in London. Yeah.
Okay. Over involvement. What is it that still attracted you, and is there hope that that will continue in the future?
I was in a stage where it wasn't all about money. I really wanted to just really enjoy my footy again, and I felt if I stayed in the NRL, I wouldn't enjoy it. I needed a change, and I feel like this is the right change for my career. And I haven't ruled out going back home to play, but I just want to embrace the culture here and just enjoy my footy again.
Any particular things you're looking forward to doing or seeing while you're here?
Well, Dad actually gave me a going home present of about 6 books about that thick, so of all great places to see in Britain. So I think every time I have a day off, I'll open the book and we'll drive somewhere and go for a walk somewhere. And I'm a big history man, so I love all the old castles and the churches, and so yeah, it'll be different, but I'm looking forward to it.
And you say all your dad's family, bar one sister's still over here. Are you in touch with most of those relatives?
Yeah, they've well, as soon as they heard I signed here, they've all sort of come out of the woodwork. So it's, and I didn't know much of Dad's family, so it will be quite nice for me to get to know them. And I think Dad's pretty stoked that I've come over here to meet them, because he's got a pretty big family, and yeah, I think it'd be nice just to see sort of the way Dad's lived, and I haven't had much to do with his family, so yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting them.
Are they kind of